Yes. Nigeria versus Tunisia. This is the match preview. Wait, I am not. Yeah, I'm calm. At some point, I'm feeling like I'm so excited. First, I'm excited, and we need to be careful as Nigeria. Too much mouth. We need to just calm down. And at this point, we need to respect Tunisia. We need to respect them. I think. Today is the match, but we're going to go straight into the preview of the match. I have standing in by from Cameroon, our correspondent, journalist, person of Basil is already on ground. We want to quickly look into this. First of all, I think the team news is out. Someone just sent me this. I need to confirm with Israel. Hold on 1 second. We have Okoye's in goal. I know standing is number two, Omeru and Ekong pairing together as a centre back. Sanusi also is there, Aribo, Indidi, Chukwemeze, Iheanacho, Simon, and Awuni. I think this our fantastic 11 for now. They are good. I'm so excited to have them back. No changes, I think, from the first match and the second match. Great one. And this is the lineup for um, Tunisia. They have Ngo Said, they have Adidi, Tabi pairing with Ifa and Draga at the back four, and they're playing. I think they're playing 4-3-3. We have Sleman, uh, Chikri, Laudini as the three in the midfield, and the three attackers. I think they're all coming out for Super Eagles at this time. We need to be careful. They have Rafia Jaziri as the number nine, and also Maskini as the front three. Wow, it's gonna be loaded. Well, I got this as the best goalkeeper so far in this tournament, and also I see my brother as well, Abubakar Vincent, as one the best player and the best scorer so far um, on in this tournament, and then the youngest player so far, Alex Moriba. Um, that's the status right now. Burkina Faso and Gabon, they are playing. They are into extra time at the moment. They're going in for the. I think it's going to be a penalty shootout. It's going to be a penalty before. Um, okay. Let me bring in my brother from Cameroon. He's standing in by. Let's hear what he's going to say. The network is so bad. Okay. Basil, can you hear me? I think I lost him. Um, so many messages coming in on my phone right now. Yeah, that's the lineup. That's the lineup. I think the network uh, is so bad. As I've said, that's our Nigerian lineup. We're doing the match preview right now. That's Nigeria versus Tunisia. And Okoye in goal. So far, I think Okoye has been fantastic in this tournament. I really like him. It's fantastic. Um, hey, Basil. Hey, bro.
Yeah,
How are you?
it
Nigeria is
hasn't
going
been
for
easy.
baptism of fire today. We want to see whether we can scale through before maybe Cameroon will try. Let's go first. So, what do you have for us today? We have the match between Nigeria versus Tunisia. We're doing the preview. Do you got something for the viewers?
Yeah, I think you made mention of baptism of fire, but I think looking at the situation, looking at it from the historical perspective, it shows that it has always favored Nigeria. Nigeria has always been the one that have favored as far as the clashes between these two countries are concerned. I think it first started in it was March 16, 1978, and that was during the third place game. And unfortunately, this third place game ended prematurely, where the Tunisians they walked out from the pitch
Wow.
complaining that the officiating was poor. And at that moment that they walked out from the pitch, the scoreline was 1-1. And I think the final judgment of the game, CAF gave Nigeria the game with a two-goal lead. So that was the first time that both sides met, and they were playing for the third place position. And also looking at it again on January 23, 2000, both sides will meet again, and this is the only time that they have met in the group stage, and that was in 2000. And the game on January 23, 2000, that was when Nigeria walloped Tunisia by 4-2 with goals coming from a brace coming from JJ Okocha and also Ekepa scoring a brace. These were the two guys that scored for Nigeria. And also, you had again the third time that these two sides met again, that was 11th of February. 11th of February 2004, but this time it was the semi-finals. It was at the semi-finals, and I think when Tunisia hosted the competition, and this time the Tunisians they carried the day. This is the only time that the Tunisians have beaten the Nigerians. They carried the day, and that was after in the semi-finals after post-match penalties. And the game on the pitch ended 1-1. But during the post-match penalties, I think Odewingi for Nigeria, his penalty miss. That was where the Nigerians were unable to catch up as far as that competition is concerned. And on that particular edition, the Tunisians they ended up winning the competition in 2004. And these two sides again, they will again meet in 17th of July 2019. And this time they were playing for the third place. And the Nigerians were able to edge the Tunisians by 1-0. So I think so far so good. There's been a history between these two countries that have favored the Nigerians so far. It has always been in favor of the Nigerians. 4 meetings, and the Nigerians have won 5 meetings. The Nigerians have won 4, and I think they have suffered a defeat in just 1. And I think 2 of the games have all ended in penalties. So I think looking at it again, this perspective, I think I see history repeating itself. I really see history repeating itself, except the Tunisians, they make a miracle, because I think they have not been convincing. So far, the Tunisians have not been convincing. Yeah. I watched all their group games. They have not been convincing, and I think that they have a lot of lapses. I think at the level of the midfield, they don't have that creative midfielders, and also look at the level of the wings. So at the level of the wings, that's where Nigerians are going to pose them a lot of problems, because they don't have that vibrant wingers. They don't have that defenders that can be able to hold the likes of Chukwueze and Simon Moses. So I think it's going to be a very, very tough one. I think if anything that can happen, it will be if the Tunisians they come up with a very different tactical game. They can carry the day. And also, if the Nigerians are complacent, if they allow complacency to take over them, therefore that is where something can happen. But I think, like we all know, we have seen situations where team knows that when the team knows that the other team is more than them, they pack the bus. We have seen situations where they pack the bus. I think we quite remember the game against Gambia against Mali. Gambia against Mali in that same pool F. They showed the Gambia coach showed a lot of tactical. It shows that he's a tactical wizard. Why? He played not going completely. He played what they will call in football parlance three-quarter playing. When he reaches at the edge of their box, his players they come back. They don't tack deeply, and that in that game gave them a one. So who knows? Might be the Gambians might copy from there, and might be the Tunisians might copy from them to also put that tactical disposition. But I think looking at their side, it has not been an impressive side. And looking at the way they sail into this next round, it's also another a funny issue. And I think this also another country that came with all their food stuff. They are not getting any food stuff from here. So I think you can imagine. But this has not helped them in giving them any productivity. Unlike in the situation with Morocco, I think Morocco is also another country that came with everything. But I think their productivity has been the best. But I think looking at the Tunisians, to me, I foresee an easy ride for the Super Eagles, because this will be a very tough game between two Eagles. Who knows? Might be everybody at the pitch will just be looking up, because these are two Eagles will be fighting, and I don't think Eagles will fight on the floor. I think they both be fighting, but in the air. So I think that's a situation as far as these two teams are concerned. But like they say in the game of football, Nothing is it's never predictable. You can
Yes.
only say it when the referee has sounded the final whistle of the game.
Yes.
Because today I'm afraid that goals will be coming. Goals will be coming. But there's also one thing about the Tunisians. The
Hmm.
Tunisians they have proven that they are a side, they are a free scoring side. We saw them. We saw the way they like the way they engaged the game against Mauritania, scoring 4 goals. I think they are one of the few countries that have scored 4 goals in this competition. So I think that's also something that the Nigerians should be worried of, because
Hmm.
if you can see a side that is scoring 4 goals in a game, it really
Yes.
means a lot. But now where the problem is the fact that this hasn't been consistent. It hasn't been consistent. We saw them in the first game against Mali. They failed to score. Mali defeated them 1-0. We saw them in the second game against Gambia. They failed again. No, in the second game against Mauritania, they scored 4 goals. Yeah, they did
Four
well in that
goals.
one. But in their game now against Gambia, they failed to score again, which shows that their scoring has not been a convincing one. But looking at the Nigerian side, I think the Nigerians have put on a wonderful show. They have put on a wonderful show that have like really given them a lot. And I think at the midfield today, the likes of Ndindi, I think
Indeed. Yeah.
they'll be free. Yeah, they'll be free because we have not seen that same attitude of defending from in the midfield. Because I've not seen any game where the Tunisians have taken possession of the midfield. Because if you look at
Yes.
the Nigerians, I think you have Aribo, you have Ndidi, Aribo and Ndidi. They are going to like to me they'll have a wonderful game today because there is no threat as far as the Tunisian midfield is concerned. Except the Tunisian coach will be looking forward to go with a system that might help him. Yeah, because the system that might help him. Because apart from that, I've not seen any convincing play from them so far.
All right, Basil. I think right now the penalty is going on between the match. It's about they're playing the penalty shootout now at Burkina Faso and Gabon. So it's still 3-3 right now from my end. So we don't know who's going to come out, who's going to be eliminated. Burkina Faso and Gabon is still 3-3 in the penalty shootout. So I'm trying to get the results, but nevertheless, Basil, I
Yeah,
I put this on. So we've not really ventured in, talking about this round of 16 matches lineup. You know, today Burkina Faso is going on. They're playing Gabon right now at the moment, and also if you look at
yeah.
Nigeria versus Tunisia is about to start. But let's quickly run this. Guinea versus Gambia. Who do you think is going to come out from the stage?
Yeah, I think if there's a side that has played in this competition that I've really admired their tactics, their
Yeah.
passion, and their zeal, I think I would say Gambia. Gambia, though, despite the fact that they are debutants, they have had a wonderful job. You have the likes of Jallo. Jallo is a very wonderful player. Jallo is a player that can at any moment can surprise you with a kick, which in many
Mm.
cases he has posed a lot of problems. You look at it again at the level of set pieces. Set pieces, Gambia, they are very, very excellent when it comes to set pieces. Although they have not been able to score any, but I think in the group stages, they were able to see 3 or 4 of their free kicks
Yes.
hitting the goal post, which shows that they have good guys.
Wow. I think I lost Basil there.
Their emblematic captain,
All right.
yeah,
Okay.
Naby Keita. The Naby
Mm.
Keita is absent due to poor conduct, yellow.
I think I lost Basil there. The network is so annoying. So annoying. I will have run this. For me, Guinea versus Gambia. And I think Guinea, I'm going to rate them to come out of this group 16. I mean, Guinea winning Gambia. And also see Cameroon versus Comoros. I'm going to take for Cameroon to win this match. with due respect to my brothers of this country, Comoros, and also between the match between Senegal versus Cape Verde. I see Senegal coming out to win this encounter. Also, let's look at Morocco versus Malawi. I think Morocco should be able to win that match. And Ivory Coast versus Egypt. That is where we have the clash of the Titan. Hey, Basil, you still there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
there. I'm there. I said
yeah.
I'll go for Gambia. I'll go for Gambia because
Oh, you go
Gambia
for
are one of
Gambia. Me, I'm
yeah.
going. I'm routing for Guinea. I see Guinea
No,
win this
I think
winning this
yeah,
match.
I think I'll go for Gambia. Gambia are one of the sides that are yet to be beaten as far as this
Yeah,
competition is concerned. Gambia has not been
absolutely.
beaten. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, what is about Cameroon versus Comoros? Of course, yes, you're going to say Cameroon. Of course, you're going to say that.
No, yeah, I think I would say Cameroon, but
Okay.
we shouldn't take lightly confronting Comoros.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Comoros, they are being pushed. They have that belief that they can do it now.
Mm-hmm.
Because the fact that they were able to sail into the next round shows that they are capable of
Absolutely.
posing
Yes.
a
So,
serious situation. Yeah, but I
yes.
think what has been the problem has been issues of COVID positive cases. I think this is also another big topic for another day because this is
Wow.
something that is really taking taking the light from the AFCON, the issue
Wow.
of COVID. Player being
Wow.
tested, player testing positive. We
Mm-hmm.
saw Tunisia the other day, 12 cases. Gambia, there are reports about Gambia having Comoros having
Yes.
close to 14 cases.
Yes.
So these are some of the issues. I think this is, and many are people that have been pointing accusing fingers at Cameroon, but they fail to know that the Cameroon government or Cameroonians have nothing to do with the testing of players. The testing of players is being done by CAF, and there is this laboratory that also tested players during the Euro in 2020 in
Wow.
Europe.
Okay.
This is the
Okay.
same laboratory that is testing players during the AFCON. So many people have been pointing fingers saying because those are some of the things you hear on social media that
Mm-hmm.
hey, Cameroon has done it, Cameroon don't do them. They don't go to license up and get 4 cases. These are some of the issues, but that is not the case. That is not the case. We have seen countries suffering from the various teams suffering from positive cases, and that is why in
Wow.
the first place, CAF decided that from 23 players to
Yes.
28 in such a situation
Mm.
that no matter what happens, you still have players to go ahead with the
To go
game.
ahead with the game. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I think in the game Cameroon Comoros, I think
Yes.
I'll go for Cameroon. Yeah, but it's
Of
going to be
course,
a very
yes.
tough one for Cameroon.
All right. What about Senegal versus Cape Verde?
No, Senegal versus Cape I think Senegal is one of those clubs that one of those countries, teams that many have been complaining that with just a single goal,
Yes.
they top the league in that they top the pool. So I think Senegal they are yet to start scoring. That is where the problem is. They are
Mm.
yet to start scoring and will face difficulties because if you look at the Cape Verde put on a very wonderful show in many of their
Yeah. And
games.
yeah.
They even held Cameroon at home. So I think that's to me,
Mm.
despite the big names or despite what I think to me that's a 50-50 game. Anything can happen.
50-50. Wow. Wow. What about Morocco versus Malawi?
Yeah, Morocco must versus Malawi. I think I see Morocco going through
Yeah.
Malawi. They had to at least they have achieved something. If even they
Mm-hmm.
go back home, that will be like yeah, they have achieved something. Yeah, because this is the first time in their in AFCON that Malawi are able to cross to the next stage. Not just crossing to the next stage, but the first time that Malawi is able to have 4 points in an AFCON edition. So I think
Mm.
that's a lot of celebration for them already having
Mm.
a move to the next stage. I think that's something that I would say that Malawi they have tried, but I think to
Yeah.
me the journey has ended for Malawi.
Well, this is the clash I'm looking up to. This Ivory Coast versus Egypt is going to be massive. Who do you think is going to go through this Ivory Coast
Yeah,
versus
I
Egypt?
think like you said, I think this is what bookmakers will call the AFCON Air Classico. the AFCON Classic game
Yes.
because it's a tough clash. It's a very crucial clash there.
Yes.
A clash where you have a star-studded clash because there will be
Clash.
many
Yeah.
professionals, many professionals there taking part in that particular game. But I think
Massive.
Egypt crossing, being able to struggle and cross the group stage. I think they are looking. They have that. It is just having them cross that stage shows that they are prepared, and I think they'll be coming out now in a very different manner. But I think looking also at the Ivorians, they have
Yes.
not proven to be. To me, they have not proven to be that convincing to me. Yeah, they have not proven to be convincing. We saw what happened in their last game. Yeah, we saw what happened in their last game. It wasn't the best of games for them as far as this competition is concerned. But I think, like I would say again, this another game that I
It's gonna
think
be tough.
anyone can create a surprise, a
Yeah,
50-50,
50-50.
another
Yeah.
50-50 situation.
Yeah. Lastly, Mali versus Equatorial Guinea.
Yeah,
Mali is
this
not so convincing. I've not seen them
yeah
so exciting. This Equatorial Guinea, the same. Yeah.
yeah Mali,
Mhm.
Mali,
Yeah,
Mali.
Mali, Equatorial
Yeah,
Guinea.
the first day Mali played, I think Mali the first day they played, I tipped them as one of the countries that might reach the final. But I
Mm.
think in the next game I saw them playing differently. But from the way they played the third game, I would say that Mali has players that are gifted, and where they have the opportunity is the fact that they are very very mobile.
Mm.
Also, they have a very good fan base. They have a very good fan base. If there's any country that has seen her supporters flood, like flooding the Limbe Omnisport Stadium, I think that will be Mali.
Yes.
Mali has had a lot of support. They also have good players. Jenepo, they have likes of Jenepo, Bisuma. These are players that have like they have that experience. They have a
Yes.
very good side and they are very mobile, very mobile. But now and you have Kone, you have Kone there scoring 3 penalties in a group stage, and this is a
Mm.
guy that has. I think he is the biggest a player in the Mali squad. Kone, the striker. He is the biggest
Yes.
player in that squad. Yes, apart from him, they have players that morphology is very, very convincing. Their morphology gives them that ability to display. And when they display, they confuse opponents. And if Mali should play in that displacing manner, it will be
Mm-hmm.
a difficult one. It will be a difficult one for an Equatorial Guinea side is that is been also coming pushful. Yeah, because if you look at the Equatorial Guinea on their part, they have had a wonderful game. They have proven that they have good players. Yeah, but they will be facing a side, but they don't have that players that have displayed a lot of mobility like
Yeah.
Malians. The Malians have displayed a lot of mobilities in all their games. And I'll tell you that in that game I'll be going for Mali. Yeah, I'm
Right.
going for Mali because
Well,
I don't just see Mali crossing this stage, but I see Mali going far as this competition is concerned. If you quite remember, in 1972 when Cameroon hosted this competition, the
yeah.
AFCON for their first time, Mali came into this competition alongside Morocco as debutants.
Mm.
Mali, despite being debutants, Mali ended this competition at the final where they were beaten. So I
Wow.
think I'll also say that they are where
Mm.
or they are coming back. Might be history will favor them for them to right their wrongs, or might be Gambia that is coming up and is following in the same footsteps, just like Mali in 1972. Because
Yeah.
Gambia is another debutant in this edition. Who knows? Might be Gambia or Mali might replicate what happened in 1972.
1972. Oh, thank you so for those inside news, Basil. You're wonderful. Um, at the moment, there's match between Burkina Faso and Gabon still on penalties. Burkina Faso has 7 shootout goals, and Gabon still having 6. I'm not watching it anyway. I'm just looking at the live result. Still on it. So back to Super Eagles is getting ready. What's your thought? What do you advise? What do you want to say to Super Eagles?
Yeah, I think Super Eagles they have like those say I think one of the best sides as far as the group stage is concerned. But I think the group stage was another ball game. The
Yes.
knockout phase is another ball game.
Absolutely. Wow. Um, I missed you, Brazil. There, can hear you. Wow. Silas is around the corner. We want to know. I'm sure he knows about the outcome of the match. I don't know whether it's ended. Hi, Silas. Your earpiece. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Yeah, I
Evening.
can't hear you.
Evening.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. What's the outcome of that match? Because I can see you are smiling now. Burkina Faso versus Gabon. They're still playing the penalty. Basil, you
Come
back?
again, please.
Yeah. Do you have any results for the Burkina Faso versus Gabon? I barely hear you.
Well,
Basil?
I
Yeah,
I could not stand from my seat for over how many. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, can you? Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. We can hear you. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. I could not stand up from my seat for over because of those that beautiful round of penalties, around 10 each, 10 apiece, and then you could see beautiful save from Harvey Kofi for Burkina Babes, and
Burkina Faso,
expecting
they
a
are
better
through.
performance from the Gabonese players. They kept on striking the bar and then playing most of their ball going. Um, May I say they were shooting for bets and the likes. It was a fantastic one for Burkina Faso, though they gave up their lead early in the first half. They gave up. You expect them to have finished that game in normal 90 minutes regulation. They were leading. Gabonese had a player down. The likes of Bertrand Traore, Sanogo, they had the opportunity to bury that game in 90 minutes. They were very wasteful. They threw away lots of opportunities. They had it on a platter of gold, but they could not do it. But kudos to Gabon for coming back into that, despite the fact that it was about a minute or there about to end the game. They came back strong, and then all through the extra time they head on despite the fact that they were one man down. They head on, and then they just could not do the whole work at the end of it during penalties. I blame them as well also. They had opportunities also to win the game each in the spot kick, and then they could not just bury it well. And go to have a Kofi, the goalkeeper, so excellent one. Had two saves. Had a lot of balls he went for. He had this wide imagination. He was tactical in his approach. Went for the balls, and then you could read from his body language too that he was very good in deciding what these guys could do, and then at the end of it, it pays for Burkina Faso. Hard fought victory for them. Learn from the various mistakes they've made in this particular match against Gabon.
Absolutely. Nigeria is about to start the match. We'll come back for the watch along. I'm not sure you're going to do the watch along. I'll do the watch along. Um, I can't wait. So Burkina Faso, they are the first to come out from this round of 16. I mean, they are true in this round of 16. Yeah. So Silas, we're gonna see after the match after 90 minutes.
All right, no
All
problem.
right,
We'll see
guys.
after 90 minutes.
Thank you
The
so
time for
much.
the
This
Super
is the
Eagles
match
of Nigeria
preview.
to play.
This is match preview. Um, Between the match between Nigeria and Tunisia, the match has already started. I'll be right back for the watch along. Thank you so much. If you're watching this for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Put the likes on our videos. Drop your comment if you have anything what else to talk about. Thank you so much, guys. I'm about to go into the watch along as soon as possible.